As we move into autumn and the anchovies start to fill into the Hauraki Gulf, it becomes prime time to fish micro jigs. The best ones we've got are the Weasels. They come in 25 grams, 40 grams and 60 grams. And the good thing about them now is the new owner Teflon coated hooks. So that's one advantage. Also these UV tassels gives them an advantage when they're down deep for the snapper, so they can find them a bit easier. But these things have been absolutely dynamite. The other good thing is you can use these tiny rods. We've got our Ocean Angler micro jig rod version 2. So the Weasel and the micro jigging rod is a great combo to have some fun catching snapper and kingfish in the Hauraki Gulf as we move into anchovy season, which is autumn and early winter. Heaps of fun. Let's talk about the technique micro jigging for snapper. So this actually falls down on the horizontal, it hits the bottom, and that is the prime opportunity that the snapper will have a go when it's just landed on the bottom, because that's a bait fish that's died sitting on the bottom in its last kind of breath of life, so a real easy target for a snapper. So what I do is I twitch it around. I'll show you my rod tip in a minute. Twitch it and let it fall and sit. And you've got to have that moment where it sits on the bottom and does nothing. It's paused, and that's often when the snapper will come and pick it up. So I'm using 16 to 20 pound fluorocarbon, or Ocean Angler Ghost fluorocarbon, and about 16 pound braid. So let's drop down, see what happens. Down it goes. So I'm trying to imitate a bait fish that is injured, that's dying, that's fluttering down to the bottom on its last breath of life. An easy meal for a snapper. Remember, snapper are scavengers. They feed, when there's something easy to catch, they'll take that over a fast moving jig. So when we're targeting snapper, you don't want to move your jig around too much or too fast. We save that for kingfish and kahawai. So it's on the bottom now, a few little twitches, and there we go, straight away. Got one. So I was talking before about how you'll get the snapper on the initial drop, and that's exactly what happened that time. There we go, heaps of fun on these little rods. Really is good fun, this type of fishing. And just having those new owner Teflon coated hooks, the snapper only has to sniff it and he's hooked. So this, heaps of fun. Good fun for the kids as well, because it's not heavy gear, really easy to handle. So good fun for kids. It's not that big a fish, but that was a classic example of just hitting the bottom, and there you go, just a little one. So we'll let him go. Often this micro jigging will work when the other metal lures aren't working, because it's smaller, and on those calm, balmy days, and it'll often work in the deep water as well. It goes down to the bottom. It's on the bottom. There we go, straight away again. So they're just watching it come down, they're competing for it, and just straight away they're picking it up. It's a fun way to catch a feed, catch snapper, kingfish, kahawai, all types of fish will take these micro jigs, because they're just small little tasty morsels really. And so not a big one, but certainly they'll often work when no other lures are working. So there we go, that's a nice penny to take home for mum.